It says upcoming on YouTube, so I assume it's going to work. Hello, heroes and villains. Welcome to Multiverse. So today we are going to play Legends PvP. There's a pretty big delay, sadly. Let me wait just a few seconds. Hmm. There we go. Not sure why it did not want to work, but now it works, or it seems to work. So today we are going to play Legends PvP. If you don't want to know where to meet, let's go to the map. So let's go to phase 4. We'll have the phase pretty much to ourselves. And we're just smack in the middle of Metropolis in front of the Superman statue. So that seems to be the best option to meet right now. The reason why we don't meet in the House of Legends anymore is that in the House of Legends, a comment I would often get would be that the phase was full, the phase was full, the phase was full. So here we have room for 175 people. So the odds of being told that the phase are full probably shouldn't happen. But you never know. So again, let's go to Metropolis Phase 4. If you give me just a minute so that I can finish my setup over here on the evil YouTube. Oh, there's our friend Batman over here. So let's go. So today we're playing Legends PvP. So some of you guys were often asked questions about Legends PvP. Yes, there's probably not a lot of people playing Legends PvP right now. You probably can play some 1 versus 1, maybe 2 versus 2 matches easily enough. But if you're hoping to be able to play 8 versus 8, the odds don't look too good, sadly, for that. Now let's go with this one. And obviously, if you play on the servers like the Switch or Xbox, then it's even more challenging. On PlayStation and PC, we do have more players, so it can be a bit easier to be able to organize some group or some events. But on Switch and on Xbox, yeah, it's probably a bit more challenging. So almost there, stun target. Usually the thumbnail is the toughest part. Somehow YouTube seems to have a hard time with the thumbnails. Almost there, stun target. There, that should do it. Let's hope our friend YouTube won't have any issues to save. All right, there we go. And just to be on the safe side, as usual, if you guys can hear me, just say yes. So I should be able to see the chat right now. Oh yeah. Come on, evil settings. There we go. So Scroll says, on my way. Bishop, what's up? We're going to play some Legends. Ghost sends us a wave. David Sharp, hi everyone on the stream. Going, but I'm still working, so I have the volume turned down. That's alright. We're just happy to have you here. So Bishop says yes. Scroll says C. Scrolls also sends us a wave. So I guess we're good to go. So let us get started. For those wondering, also, a question that often comes back, Multiverse, how can we join? Very simple. Right now, sadly, we play on the US PlayStation and US PC. So you have to play on PlayStation and on PC to be able to join us. And if you go to on UT, if you simply go to Custom Play, Legends, you select your Legend character. Let's start with the Batman. And let us start with Ace Chemicals 4 versus 4. And now we'll let the matchmaking do its work. So the matchmaking will create the teams. The reason for that is simple enough. Let's say I was to create a team. Let's say our friend Batman was to create a team. Let's assume Batman wipes the floor with my team. Sadly, if his team is much better than mine, he would pretty much defeat my team over and over and over again. It would be a pretty long day for my team. So this way, sometimes I'll be able to be on the same team as, let's say, Ghost. Sometimes I'll be fighting Ghost, I'll be in the opposite team, and Ghost will be my evil enemy. But this way, it gives a chance to everyone to be able to hopefully be on the winning team at least a couple of times. Oh, I should probably check my currency. Also, just to be on the safe side, there is a cap to the currency for PvP. So sadly, if you are close to the cap, we're good. But when you are close to the cap, go spend your currency because sadly, if you have more currency than the cap, you're not going to get your currency. Oh, let's tweak our microphone a bit. There we go. And I guess I should talk a bit about the rumors that the Paramount are trying to buy Warner Brothers. Some of you guys were asking how that could affect DC Universe Online. With a bit of luck, it wouldn't affect it at all. With not a bit of luck, yeah, it might affect it a little bit, maybe a lot. Also, it would probably affect the movie side as well. Now, I've seen some people say that if, let's say, Paramount purchased Warner Brothers, Paramount would probably want to keep James Gunn and the DCU the way it is right now, because there's been a lot of changes in the past few years. There's been changes over changes over changes. So some people are saying that Paramount might want to be able to create some sort of stability by keeping things as they are right now. I don't really agree with that. If things we have right now would be uber successful, I might agree with that. Sadly, the way things are going now, we're pretty much repeating. We're pretty much seeing history repeat itself. When you become an old man, sadly, you. I'm sure some of you guys are familiar with the phrase, "Those who don't know history are condemned to repeat it." Well, when you become old enough, you actually see history repeat itself. And right now, we're pretty much seeing a repeat of what happened after Man of Steel, and it wasn't good. So I wouldn't be surprised if let's assume Paramount does purchase Warner Brothers. I wouldn't be surprised if they clean house and hire a whole new team. But more importantly, if they hire their team. Like, sadly, I've been there before. The one place I was working at, when we got a new director, she had no intention at all of keeping the current team. She wanted to have her people on the floor. So sadly, we were laid off. It wasn't just I. For those who maybe think that I'm just saying that because I was laid off, everyone was laid off. She laid off the whole team, and she wanted to replace the whole team with her team, the team that she selected. And sadly, that happens more often than you think. I've seen some projects. Like there's one project where I was fortunate. I was like one of two people who actually did remain on the team. But that's usually the exception of the exception. Very often they'll replace the whole team with a new team of people. We even saw that with in a roundabout ways. We saw that also with the. Oh, probably should have. This is Batman Day after all. And when we got when AG7 purchased Daybreak, some of you guys, if you saw my video way back when, you may remember that. You have remembered that I have mentioned that I was surprised that EG7 did not replace the entire staff, because usually that's the modus operandi. They come in, they let go of the CEO, they let go of pretty much everyone else who doesn't fit with their plans, and they rebuild a brand new team from scratch. That did not happen with DCUO, at least not in the short term. In the short term, they pretty much kept DCUO going the way it was. But then 6-8 months later, Jackster left with like a dozen devs. No, I think he left with 9 or 10 devs. And they ended up leaving anyway. They just ended up leaving a bit later than I expected. And instead of being laid off or waiting for EG7 to lay them off, they decided to leave on their own. So ultimately, that's pretty much what happened. They pretty much cleaned house, but a bit different than I expected. And of course, like a year and a half ago, They finally let go of whoever was left from the old team, and now we pretty much have a brand new team of devs on DCUO that were probably handpicked by EG7. Or it could have been Kendrick Key. Basically, they hired Kendrick Key almost 2 years ago. And if I was a betting man, I would bet that Kendrick Key is probably the one who wanted to have his team. So that's probably why it took a few months. Then they did let go of everyone from the old team who was left. And then Kendrick Key pretty much hired people from Star Trek Online who pretty much were his old team from when he was on Star Trek Online. Now, I don't know that for sure. It's pretty much a pretty good educated guess on my part, I would say. But it is still an educated guess. So you do with that what you will. Either you believe what I'm saying, you don't. The choice is yours. I'm not sure why. Our friend Batman was asking why I didn't make a Batman Beyond walkthrough. I did make the walkthrough up to a certain point. But I forget why I stopped. That was quite some time ago, so I forget why I stopped the Batman Beyond walkthrough. But yeah, at some point I moved on to another character. So for those wondering, we are in Metropolis. We are in Phase 4. And we're pretty much smack in the middle of Metropolis in front of the Superman statue. In case you're wondering. And we are queuing for... We are queuing for Ace Chemicals 4v4 on the Legends PvP side. So for Paramount, I wouldn't be surprised if they actually come in and clean house. Like if the DCU was a huge success, they might be tempted to keep everyone to keep things going the way they are. Sadly, it's not. No, we cannot claim it is a big success. At best, they did not lose money. Or they're tiny bit maybe successful, but it's kind of hard to call it a huge success. So if I was a betting man, I would bet that if Paramount do purchase Warner Brothers, they'll probably clean house with the DCU, and they'll probably try to rebuild the DCU studio with their own people. Now, if you don't like what James Gunn is doing with the DCU, you would probably do the happy dance if that happens. If you do like what James Gunn is doing, if you are a huge James Gunn fan, then you would probably be a little bit sad. But at this point in time, it's too early to even begin to guess what's really going to happen. We're gonna have to wait to get at least more information. Like we don't even know if the sale will go through. We don't even know if Paramount will actually purchase Warner Brothers, and whether that sale will actually go through. It could be that somebody will find a reason to say, no, that is not allowed. Because from what I understand, it would pretty much give Paramount, it will make pretty much Paramount the biggest studio in the world. Which is a bit hard to believe, seeing how we do have Disney that already has Disney, Marvel, Star Wars, Fox. So somehow Paramount purchasing Warner, that would make them even bigger than Disney. And what would that mean for DC Universe Online? It's hard to tell. As far as we know, they did renegotiate their contract sometime before the House of Legends. And around the time of the House of Legends, we were told that the devs had a 10-year plan concerning DC Universe Online at that point. So it's an easy guess to make that they probably still have the license until 2030, 2031 for DC Universe Online. But the real question would be what happens after that. Are they going to be able to renegotiate and renew their license? Also, the people who did negotiate the original license were the old team. It was Jackster and whoever else was there at the time. So now we would have a new team that would be there to sort of negotiate, unless the negotiations go straight through EG7, which I wouldn't be surprised if that's what would happen. So for those worried that if Paramount purchased Warner's, DC would disappear in 2 weeks, And we should expect we can pretty safely expect DC Universe Online to still be around until 2030, 2031. After that, it will depend if they manage to renegotiate. But right now, DC Universe Online is pretty much the only real successful DC game, or the only real, like we know that DC or Zaslav wanted to focus on live service games, and DC is pretty much it. It's pretty much their most successful live service game they have. Although I'm not sure how successful the DC Dark Legion is, or even DC Worlds Collide. I'd be curious to see the numbers for those. But the DC Universe Online is pretty much a big success when it comes to not MMO, video game, PC games, PlayStation games. If I was paranoid, I would think that they might have been tempted to try to replace DCUO with Justice League kills Suicide Squad kills the Justice League. And for a while, when there was total radio silence and when there was like pretty much no content being released, when Justice League, when Suicide Squad was released, uh, it could be that maybe they were waiting to see how Suicide Squad would do before committing to really adding more content to DC Universe Online. I have no proof of that. It's just that the timing that seems to be suspect, as they says. But then later on, we saw that a whole bunch of the staff was laid off, so maybe that is why we went into complete radio silence for a while. Although we've pretty much been in radio silence since then. Once in a while, we do get some communication, but communication is doesn't happen all that often these days. Although I can see that Volterra seems to be trying a little bit. She did post some of the announcement for some of the new content before they released the day that the content was released. Like there's a point where they would release the information like 3 days after the content would go live. So I guess there's a bit of an improvement. Batman, I missed my favorite WB Kids. That was after my days. I was in my 20s already when we had that, so I never really watched it. I watched the Batman animated series a little bit, but I watched it through other means. I never watched WB Kids. Sigillus says, "Dang, this is the most I've seen online at once." It happens. V8, do you have a Black Flash call to give or items to complete collections? Not at all. I don't have the call to give, and I have none of the collections for the call. And if you're hoping that somebody could purchase it from Booster Gold, if you purchase the call from Booster Gold, the call is account bound. So sadly, even if I wanted to, even if I had enough quarks to purchase the call from Booster Gold, that's not even an option because the call is account bound. So sorry, no free flash call for you today. Unless somebody else sees your message and decides to be generous. Sega Genesis, no online games will top DC Online. This is way popular. So that would be if DC doesn't manage to get another game to be popular. If DC Universe Online still pretty much remain the most popular DC game, that should be easier for the devs to renew their license in 2030 probably. But it's still a few years away, so we're going to have to wait and see. So if you're worried that they'll pull the plug tomorrow morning, that's not going to happen. Will they pull the plug in 5 years, 10 years? We don't know. One thing is for sure, they will pull the plug someday. Hopefully they'll pull the plug in 33 years once we're all gone. Sadly, only time will tell. But right now, DC is pretty much their one success, and it's the one like I was a bit surprised to see Zaslav mention. How did he phrase that? Basically, I was surprised to see that Zaslav wanted to focus on games with microtransactions because they already have DC Universe Online. Like if they were to push to give a little bit more pushing to DC Universe Online or to improve the monetization for DC Universe Online, but somehow I guess they figure that DC Universe Online is an old game. Let's try to get a newer game that possibly could make more money. Sega says if it wasn't popular, people wouldn't be on it, right? Well, it depends on the server. On US PlayStation and PC, yeah, there's plenty of people here. If you play on Switch, it's if you play as an evil villain on Switch, it's much more challenging. Xbox also seems to be a bit more challenging. From what I understand, it's PlayStation PC is the best servers, the server where there's the most people. Then it's Xbox, and then it is Switch. That is sadly dead last. I'm not sure what Batman is replying to. That doesn't matter. Now there is an audience for DC Universe Online, and I keep on seeing new players all the time. So it does attract new players. The only real issue is player retention. Like whenever we get new players, do they stick around or do they leave? When there's some uber lag in the game, like at some point there was some uber lag in the game. I'm sure that like when we got the PlayStation 5 client, that brought back a lot of people. But a lot of those people, when they came to DC Universe Online, the game was lagging like crazy. There was a lot of issues. So a lot of those people probably didn't stick around. So sadly, when you do manage to attract new players, but then the game is unplayable, well, those new players are not going to stick around. Like old players like a Ghost might be able to stick around, might be willing to stick around if the game is laggy for a few weeks, a few months. But most people they won't put up with that. They have no reason to. They'll come in, try the game, see how it's a fun game. Then if they see that there's some lag or some issues, they'll say, "Screw that! I'm gonna go play something else." So pretty sure DC does manage to bring back some people. The real issue I see is player retention. Like, do those people stick around? Another thing that might be silly, but one thing that brought back people, I'd say it brought roughly 30% of the players, is the Batman emblem. Just that. The Batman emblem is something that was highly, highly, highly requested. And now that they've added it back into the game, even for a short while, a lot of people came back just for that. Flashpoint Batman was telling me the same thing a bit earlier, like that he saw a lot of people that came back just to be able to get that emblem. So, and I saw that also in the comments, and not just in the comments of my videos. Like sometimes some people seem to think that they don't want me to use the comments in my videos as an example because they say that the people watching your videos are like-minded people. It doesn't count. But even when I look at videos, at the comments in other channels' videos, in other people's videos, we see the same thing. We see people asking either for the Batman emblem or the Superman emblem. And when we do have the Batman emblem, we see people saying, "Okay, I'm coming back." But then again, it remains a matter of whether the game can keep them busy and keep them playing so that they stick around as opposed to just coming by, getting the emblem, and then leaving until something else interests them. V8 says your videos are amazing about DCUO. Continue. Can you do more flash like how to do CW styles? Yeah, I guess I could do that. Although the CW styles are pretty much way behind us at this point. I already have a couple of videos about the CW styles, but I guess I could make an updated version. We did get some new materials that could work for some new Flash styles, so yeah, I'll put it on the list. Sega Genesis, people mostly play on PlayStation or PC. That's it. That is where most of the lion's share of the player base. Well, actually, the lion's share of the player base is on PlayStation. And at some point, they did merge the PlayStation and PC servers because way back when I was playing on PC, way back when, especially when I was playing on as a villain on PC way back when, holy crap! Sometimes there would be like 3 of us on the whole server. But luckily for PC players, at some point they were able to merge the PC servers with the PlayStation server, and that did solve that issue, at least for PC players. So yes, that is where most of the player base is, and PlayStation is really where most of the players are. Which is why very often I'll see people who try to use something like Steam to try to guesstimate the amount of players in the Sinners Online, and that doesn't work because the lion's share of the players are on PlayStation. Like the already the people on PC are a tiny fraction of the DCUO player base, and players on Steam are an even tinier fraction. They're a tiny fraction of the PC player base. For example, I do have a PC account. I don't use Steam. I went straight to the DCUO website and downloaded the game from there. I don't know what you're saying, Batman. We forgot about Victor Zaz. Why did we forget about Victor Zaz? I don't understand. And seeing how we have a few more people, so for those wondering, we're arguing for Legends PvP, Ace Chemicals 4 versus 4. So that is it. A smart man alive, you just barely started? Yes, yes. We did not even play one match just yet. And also, if you're wondering where to meet, we are in Metropolis, pretty much smack in the middle of Metropolis, right in front of the Superman statue. So if you're not sure where to go, this is where you need to go. So this way, like there can be also we are in phase 4, so come to Metropolis phase 4 if you want to be with us. I'm not sure, Batman, how you want to make a Victor Zaz style. There's no skin style with 1,000 scratches on your body. Sorry. Superman, hello Malti, hello everyone. Just stopping by for a second. That's alright. Oh. Sega Genesis says... Sega Genesis says people would join more if there was a new powers, but seems that's not going to happen. Nah, we already know they're not going to do that. It requires too much work versus the amount of money they can make. Sadly, at this point, it seems that they pretty much have to monetize almost everything they add to the game. There's a few quality of life assurance, quality of life improvements that they did add that were not monetized. But as a rule of thumb, it seems that if they do add something to the game, they have to be able to monetize it somehow. And for the powers, sadly, the powers require a lot of people and a lot also of different departments. It requires the graphic departments to come up with a visual for the styles, the engineers to come up with all the behind the scenes stuff for the styles, the tech for the styles, or the coding for the styles. And probably others I failed to mention. So basically, pretty much all their departments has to be involved on some level. And of course, if they do add one power, then they have to make it balanced versus all the other powers. So they may end up needing to maybe tweak some of the other powers, or at the very least test it against the other powers to make sure that it's not too powerful or too weak. So they would have to test it many times. So, in a nutshell, for the amount of work that they have to put into creating a new power, it doesn't seem to be worth it compared to how much money they can make selling a new power. Which is why we've been getting new powers, but we've been getting new iconic powers. So right now, that seems to be how they are going to be adding new powers. So basically, they've added at some point the Shadow Curse, the Spore Pods, the Bat Swarm, the Atlan Brine Hulk, and they just added the Starbolt, which is the basically Starfire ability. Which is, oh yeah, yeah, I'm gonna have to make a video about that soon. Oh, I messed up my combo somehow.
Help! Run! Run!
So iconic power seems to be the only way they are going to add new powers. So get a Genesis. How you get the Starbolt? Very simple. You have to go to the events tab. It is, I was going to say it's the current event, but they've added also the Batman Day event. Basically, there's the Homecoming seasonal event. You have to play the event for 10 days, and then you can claim the power on every single characters in your account. Sadly, at this point, oh, there we go. At this point, I don't think you will be able to. Oh, wrong. At this point, I don't think you will be able to play the event to be able to get the power. But you should be able to, if you play the event, you will lower down the cost to buy it out. Like you can either play the event or buy out the ability. But if you do play the event at least a little bit, it will lower the price of the buyout. So we have Ghost, Absolute Superman, and Lord Nuyasha. I hope I didn't botch that too much. Sega Genesis, you mean the Teen Titans event? Well, yeah, the Homecoming Seasonal is the Teen Titans Seasonal.
Control node enabled.
This is a job for Superman.
I'm not sure why I'm stuck against the wall.
Try
Victory!
detective work.
You almost got me.
Faster than a speeding bullet.
Ah, freaking timer.
To defeat me.
No one escapes fate. Next time, don't fight the coin.
Need a sec to catch your breath?
You won't win this.
That's it?
You cannot prevail.
Too slow.
Alright, looks like most of your team is on the left side. Let's go to the right side. Oh, there's no one here. So no choice.
I told you to stop staring!
Discharging electrical system.
Freaking barrel.
By the gods.
Not even close.
You won't win this.
Tails,
In the
you
name of
lose.
peace.
Dark Knight. For Krypton.
That all you got? I am vengeance.
For truth and
You
justice.
leave me no choice. Electrical system charge complete.
Call yourself a threat?
This
Try
is a
again.
job for Superman.
The coin is never wrong.
Go.
The night is mine. Catch me if you can.
You think you'd learn?
Let me guess. You're the bad guy.
Beast control node enabled.
Looks like it's your lucky day.
Are you even
Faster than a
trying?
speeding bullet.
Try
You're getting
harder.
nowhere fast.
So I saw the strategy of running away,
That's it?
and I wasn't able to catch him up.
Behave yourself.
I was hoping for a workout.
You're going down.
For truth and justice.
Come on, keep up.
Faster than a speeding bullet.
That's just sad.
Enough.
Come on! Fastest man alive.
You're going down.
For Krypton.
I didn't even break a sweat. This isn't over.
That all you got?
This is a job for Superman.
I tried to give the coup de grace to Flash, and Superman stopped me. Evil Superman. 11 seconds. Come on.
Beast control node enabled.
Are we done here?
Beware the
Bwahaha! There's a
You
couple
won't
got
win
trapped.
this.
That's it?
It's your lucky day.
Gods, grant me strength.
For truth and justice.
That's it?
Let me guess. You're the bad guys.
For Krypton.
You don't want to do this. Trust me.
This is a job for Superman.
You think you'd learn?
I was hoping for a workout.
Try harder.
Are you even trying?
I am vengeance.
When there's two evil enemies that fight against you, and you come out
That's
on
it?
top. Like when I was fighting Two-Face and Batman at the same time, I thought that they might be able to knock me out, but luckily we were able to take out Two-Face, and our friend Nightwing was
Beast
there to
control
make
node enabled.
a difference.
Call yourself
Evil
a
Flash.
threat.
Looks like that hurt.
Faster than a speeding bullet. This is a job for.
Did you see that? I lunged at him, he blocked after I lunged, and still I was blocked. I hate when that happens. 10 seconds.
Are we done here?
Sadly, sometimes when you're not fighting the other team, you're fighting the game itself. That makes PvP frustrating. There's already enough reasons to be, let's say, frustrated about PvP without the game itself pretty much working against you.
Are you even trying? Come on!
Enough.
That's just sad.
Be smarter than you look and run.
Try detective
You don't want to
work.
do this.
Try
Trust me.
detective work.
And out of power.
You're going down.
The night is mine.
So close to giving to coup de grace and not close enough.
Beast control node enabled.
Let's see if I can go back before. Well, maybe not.
Time to die.
Enough. Call yourself a
I didn't
threat.
even break a sweat.
Faster than a speeding bullet.
I am vengeance.
That's it?
Match over.
We were able to get ahead a bit at some point, but it's not over until it's over, as they says, and we were not able to get away with the big W. Smartman alive. Where does everyone in Metropolis stand near a little Bohemia? It's been like that for a long time. Basically, the Little Bohemia is the spot where people go to show off their styles. So if you want to see people's styles, go to Little Bohemia, and that's where you'll see them.
Run for your lives!
So for those wondering, we're meeting here in front of the Superman statue in Metropolis in Phase 4. With a bit of luck, we're not going to be here long, but you never know. And for those who are wondering, how can we join? Just select... let's see, let's try this one. Just select your favorite legend character, come to Arkham Asylum 4v4, and the matchmaking will take care of the rest. So yeah, Smartman Alive, people who want to show off their styles, go in front of the Little Bohemia police station. I cannot tell you why, though. It started at some point, and I'm not sure why it started. People started meeting there. but it's pretty much been the official spot to show off your style, at least since the House of Legend, if maybe even before that. There used to be people in the Watchtower. Basically, at some point, people would meet in the Watchtower next to Booster Gold. That is where people used to show off their styles. But pretty much since House of Legends, at the very least, people have been doing that in Little Bohemia instead. There are some people that kept on going to the Watchtower for a bit, but over time, that pretty much ended. I was in the Watchtower a bit earlier today, and yeah, it's a bit weird to go there, and there's only like 20 people.
Run! Run! Ah! Get away.
And seeing our friend Absolute Superman, he did a pretty good job recreating the look of Absolute Superman. And the question people keep on asking is when, oh, when will we get Absolute Superman time capsule? The truth is, we don't know. I suspect that in about a week and a half, basically not this Tuesday, the one after that, I suspect we will get a new time capsule then. But so far, no words on what it's going to be. Also, it would seem that the next DLC will be Lantern related. So I wouldn't be surprised if we do get a time capsule that is sort of a Black Lantern time capsule. We're gonna have to wait for that. Although we don't even know really exactly what the next episode will be. But we do have a tease. Some of you guys may have noticed on the DCUO website. There is a new blog called As All Light Dies, which features pretty much our friend Necron. So an educated guess pretty much makes us believe that at the very least the flashback missions we will get in the next DLC will probably be Blackest Day, Blackest Night, something like that. These will probably be the flashback missions. And for the missions themselves, we did see a tease of some of the maps, but we don't know exactly what the next DLC will be, at least not yet. They're trying to be very mysterious, and they really, really want to, I guess, surprise us. They seem to think that they have such an amazing story and such an amazing plot twist that they don't want us to be spoiled. I don't know about that. But technically, there's two more DLCs for this storyline. So basically, we knew that the Light and Rain storyline was going to last 4 DLCs, and we got two of them so far. The next one should be released not next Tuesday, maybe the one after that. And the last DLC will probably be end of January. Trent says, I'm grinding to get Absolute Batman right now. Smart man, I knew it. Once we got Superboy, we would get the Blackest Night flashback. Yeah, good intuition, smart man. Trent says, I got the chest piece right now. Ah, lucky you. The chest piece, the back piece, the head. These are the 3 pieces that seems to be a bit harder to get. For the gloves, the boots, the belt, you get like a dozen of those. Like those are like a dime a dozen. And of course, there's the regular version and the enhanced version. So depending on which version you prefer, that might make things a little bit more challenging. So you can see the Sky Tyrant is an evil Hawkman, which does explain the name. Trent says, I really want the future Batman, but I don't know how to get it. From Booster Gold. You have to see your friend Booster Gold, and you're going to have to get to farm for a few quarks to be able to purchase it. If I was in the House of Legends, I would show it to you, but go to the House of Legends, go see Booster Gold. You should be able to find the chess piece easily enough. The one thing, though, is that it's a bit of a bulky suit of armor, but it is one of the few chess pieces with a big Batman emblem on it. Obviously, one of the things that people have been asking for would be to get a slimline with a big Batman emblem on it. Doesn't seem to be doesn't seem it's going to happen anytime soon. Batman Day would have been a good time to give us such a chess piece. Obviously, if they did not do it now, who knows when they will do it. Oh, we got Sky Tyrant, Pegasus, and Batman.
Lobotomy lab control node enabled. Central guard post node enabled.
Oh, wrong way.
Boiler room control node enabled.
Not even close.
I am the Batman.
That's it?
That all you got?
Mr. Freeze release enabled.
Are you even trying? That's it?
The Scarecrow release enabled.
You think you'd learn? Try harder.
Meow.
Enough.
Did you see that Wonder Woman attacking me from behind? No fair, no fair.
I will break you.
I thought Amazon's at Honor.
Try
Very sad now.
detective work.
We still seem to have the... Oh, again, wrong way. Let's go grab the console
The
while we're here.
Batman. That all you got?
Me.
Two Batman against me. Beyond, did you end up watching? Did you end up watching the Superman movie? How did you like it? Yeah, I ended up watching it. Actually, I bought it on Amazon Prime. I bought it the day it was released. I should have waited. From what I understand, right now it's like $10. But anyways, I didn't like it very much. Actually, I didn't like it at all. There's a few bits and pieces I liked here and there, but overall, it was a bit too juvenile for me.
You're going down.
But there's many things I didn't like too much.
Beware the Dark Knight.
Are we done here? That's it?
Try harder. You think you'd learn?
Poison ivy
Like the
release
soup.
enabled. The Joker release enabled.
Far better than you have failed to defeat me.
Trent says I'm grinding for quarks and stabilizers. Right now, I'm tired. Sadly, that's how you're going to be able to purchase the chess piece from Booster Gold. You're gonna have to farm for quarks. Sorry about that.
Oh no!
Well, let's see where we are. Oh, let's go to phase 4. And the next match will be the Temple. So again, all you have to do, just select the mission, and then we wait for the matchmaking. It's that simple. Trent says I'm not getting any loot from the solo quest. I'm not sure which quest you're talking about. Which solo quest? For the last 3 DLCs, you can only play the quest once. After that, you have to wait for the next day, or you have to use replay badges to be able to replay the quest if you want to replay it the same day. The Stars Fragments, it's a once a day. You can play it once a day, and it's account wide, so you can play it once a day on one character. That's it. They did not want people to be able to farm for stabilizers, replaying the stabilizer mission. So much so that you can replay the mission, but it'll cost like 87 replay badges. Don't do it. It's way too expensive. It's cheaper to just purchase them. It's cheaper to just purchase the stabilizers from the marketplace. Well, they did that so that you wouldn't be able to get 1,000 stabilizers just playing the mission.
Oh no!
So yes, you can get free stabilizers, but you only get a limited amount.
Please, you've got to help.
Zach Cage, what do y'all think about the Batman Who Laughs? That's a cool enough idea. They went a bit overboard. Basically, when we first got the whole metal storyline, that was kind of cool. But they they tried to milk it a little bit too much. They kept on using it and using it and using it. And by the end, by the time we got the, what was it called, Crisis on Dark Middle, whatever, it was time they stopped using that. Even in DCUO, they did the same mistake. We had the 5 DLCs with the middle storyline, and that was like 2 DLCs too much. 3 DLCs would have been fine. By the fourth DLC, people were getting a bit tired of the storyline. By the fifth DLC, people did not even want to play the storyline. So the Batman Who Laughs was a neat idea, but they pushed it a little too much. They tried it a little too much. Trent says so. They just made on duty worthless for a day. No, it's just that they want you to be able to play the on duty the stabilizer fragmentation mission, but they want you to play it once per day. So you play it today, you get 9 fragments or 5 fragments, depending if you are a subscriber or not. And then you play it tomorrow, you get 9 fragments or 5 fragments tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day. So they made it so that you can get some free stabilizers, but you cannot get 1,000 free stabilizers. Smart Man, instead of making the story arc 3 parts, I feel like it should be 2. It's a bit early to tell. We haven't seen the third part just yet. So maybe the third part will be so amazing that we won't be able to wait for the fourth part. We don't know. Obviously, right now, all we got is the 2 parts. That's all we can really judge it for them. I have to admit, though, like the little mission we had at the end of the second part, where you see the hand of the evil Black Lantern coming off the ground, I have to admit that that was effective. That did make me curious and excited about the next DLC. So on that front, I'll give them an A+. Technically, that is what the blog should be doing. They're not doing it. Somehow the blogs are just slice of life storylines. Hopefully, it'll get better in the future. We'll have to wait and see for that. Trent, how'd you get the future Batman again? From Booster Gold. You go to the House of Legends, you go see your friend Booster Gold, and you should be able to purchase the chess piece or the style, the future Batman style, from our friend Booster Gold. Yeah, I guess Lord Nuyasha is trying to replace Sexy Stelly. Smart Man wish they threw the blog in the game as an investigation or briefing. The thing is, most people don't really read the investigation or briefings. They collect them without really reading them. We saw that with the Harley Quinn DLC. Like there were briefings. I forget if it's briefing or investigations that were pretty much telling us about the next DLC. Pretty much no one read those. Although, to be fair, at the time, there was no way to know that it was supposed to be a hint for the next DLC. I thought it was a hint for that DLC. Like, I thought maybe the serial killer would turn out to be Steppenwolf or Brimstone or maybe some characters hiding in an alleyway that we didn't know about. Turns out that no, that was for the next DLC.
You've got to stop him.
Ideally, the blogs should be in game as cinematics, but we know that they're not doing that. Oh, someone trying to show off his new Batwing. For those who might be wondering, how can you get the Batwing like our friend Old Gods just had? It's very simple. Go to the marketplace, go to the redeem claim, and here you can type in Batman Day 25, and you will get the Batwing. Smart man, longer queue than usual. Yeah, queues have been long today. I don't know why. Could be that people don't really want to play the legends. They want to show off. They just want to show off the characters. So it happens. Let's see how long we've been here. We've been here an hour, so sadly, usually people are willing to play PvP for about an hour, and after that, they don't really want to play after that. So we'll wait a tiny bit more, and we'll see what happens. So for the next for Tuesday, for this Tuesday, I have no idea if we're going to get a bonus week or anything like that. I haven't heard a peep. Let's go check the Discord just in case. So I have no idea what we're going to get this Tuesday, assuming we do get something. It's quite possible that we don't get anything new this Tuesday. Nah, no new announcement, it seems. But if I was a betting man, I would bet that Tuesday... Oh, a little too far. Tuesday, September 23rd, we will probably get the next DLC because by then the Batman Day event will be done, will be over. The Homecoming seasonal event will be over. Also, the Mega Capsule will be over. So I'm guessing on the 23rd we will probably get the next DLC, and we will probably get a new time capsule. Unless they do like last time. Like last time, 1 week, they gave us the new DLC. And then the week after that, they gave us a new time capsule. I guess they could decide to do that. Obviously, if we do get something, some new event, I'm sorry, or some new bonus on Tuesday, I'll try to let you guys know about it. If it is something like, I don't know, a 5% sale on source marks, I probably will not make a video about it. But if we do get a nice bonus week, I'll try to let you guys know about it. And here you can see our friend is making a pretty good version of Hyperion. I love it. Oh, I didn't notice the peg leg before. Pretty awesome Snake Eyes. I made a video where I did recreate Snake Eyes, but I have to admit, I did not use that material before. So obviously, as you can see, we can make a pretty darn good Snake Eyes in this Universe Online. Oh, Smartman says, we're all Gods of Honors. They usually roll pretty deep. We do have a couple of them. We have Ghost. But yeah, they could be they're busy today. Could be they're farming some of the missions, some other missions. We don't know. Ah, I hadn't noticed. Our friend Sky Tyrant is using the feather aura. Ah, you look so cute. I have to admit, I didn't think of that. Ghost says must be enjoying the day, not many online. Yeah, over here too. We had a pretty nice day, so I wouldn't be surprised if people are outside enjoying probably some of the last nice days we'll get before the bad fall weather starts. Oh, Bishop says menacing, not cute. I'll take your word for it. I guess we'll do our like our friends. We decided not to show up for today. I guess we'll call it quits for today.
Oh my god! Do something!
Moneyville menu.
Please, you've got to help.
So I guess we're going to call it quits for today, guys. Obviously, people don't seem to be in the mood for PvP today. Can't say that I blame them. It was a nice day today. So this week, we do not know what the bonus week will be this week. So sadly, we're gonna have to wait for Tuesday to get actually any information. We don't know anything about what's coming up for Tuesday. Again, I'm guessing that next week, the 23rd, we will probably get the next DLC. And I'm guessing the 23rd, we will probably get a new time capsule as well. Unless they decide to give us the time capsule the week after. We'll have to wait and see for that. What we do know that is that on the 23rd, the Batman Day event will be over. The Homecoming event will be over, and the Mega Capsule will be gone. So you still have roughly a week and some change to be able to play the Batman Day event, to be able to play the Homecoming Seasonal, and to be able to get the Mega Capsule as random drops, or to buy them from your marketplace for that matter. So next Wednesday we will play Arena PvP, and of course Friday it will be live at 5. I don't have a theme just yet for Friday. It might still be Batman for Batman Day, unless we do get something else on Tuesday. I guess we'll find out for Tuesday. So guys, thanks to everyone who came to play with us. Thanks to everyone who came to chat with us. And of course, thanks to all of you guys. You guys are awesome. Have a good rest of the weekend, guys.